different. My nose look like I'm in a
Yeah,
studio.
exactly. Exactly. Darn, I wish I could iron
Are
the
you
wrinkles out.
serious? Yeah, you might.
Hold on. You know what? Let me get some tape. Where's that tape? Here it is right here. Excuse me. I'm doing a tester. You know, they don't have to stay like this. That's the thing about a movie set. You change it up, right?
Hmm.
Movie sets always changing. This is good tape too. I'm glad she's done
Hey, y'all, come on in.
Oh darn.
Yeah, we already live.
Hey y'all.
You didn't know that?
No.
Oh, I'm glad you ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
I assumed you already knew.
No.
Maybe this thing is too. Yeah, we gotta learn our.
Our tools.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the problem. We're not learning our tools.
Mhm.
That's one thing about today, man. It's like they make you always changing up because everything on the internet it change up daily.
It does change, right? Huh? Yeah.
You got me in here looking like that lady who used to do the teaching classes
Oh.
online.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You a trip. When y'all choose to get married or be with somebody that's going to like help you step your game up. How about that? Be with somebody that sees stuff that you don't see. Sometimes we can, like, I didn't know. I bought that darn thing months ago.
Oh yeah.
You gonna make me, you gonna make me, you, boy, you a trip. When remember we used to get that reaction from our parents, like, you a trip. That means they was really, really impressed.
Impressed by what we
I'm
did.
impressed.
Awesome.
How y'all doing? You got me looking all like this. You want to have people like,
Yeah.
y'all gotta step your game up. Y'all gotta step your game up. Hey y'all, what's up? We're gonna talk about where does alopecia come from? Well, y'all share this video. Y'all want the technical reason why alopecia happened, or y'all want me to be organic with it? So do y'all want the technical, or do you want me to be organic? You guys vote, okay? I know what y'all going to say. Be organic. Okay. Well, me having all this experience in the wellness field and hair and everything, I have seen so much hair loss in my day, and it's kind of sad. Like I remember one time I had done this young lady, and she didn't have any hair around her perimeter, which is like around this area, right? That's your perimeter. All right, so let me stand back. Let's talk about it, okay? Because I might be talking to somebody who actually has hair loss problems, okay? Okay, so this is your perimeter that's going around your hair. Then you have the apex, the crown area, which that's where a lot of alopecia starts. It starts at the top of the head, okay? And the top of the head is basically, let me just thank God for a moment. I have to give God his due because I was going through something mentally. And God told me to look to your husband. He said, look to your husband for encouragement. And I appreciate that, God, for giving me a good husband to see a vision, to press through my issues that I was having mentally and giving me this platform today. So thank you so much. Amen. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about it. A lot of alopecia starts at the top of the head because of stress. Stress is a huge contributor to losing your hair. I'm going to tell you why. Because our bodies, just understand, hair is health. Your hair is connected to everything else. Okay? That's the unfortunate part that people don't understand, is that your hair represents your health. So if your hair is starting to fall out, unfortunately, people do this. They just want to go ahead and they want to put, wigs on and stuff like that. I have nothing against wigs. Nothing. I just have my thoughts on them. It's not a cure to the situation. In fact, it can, make it worse. Okay. So I don't want people to think I don't like wigs. In fact, I'm going to start probably making wigs one day just to see if I can do it. I can do all things through Christ. If I really wanted to, I can do it. And I think that's where I'm going, because this is where we're going, where people are losing their hair, but they still want to feel like they're beautiful. But I like to encourage people to grow their own hair, no matter where their hair is. If you understand where I'm coming from. Okay, so yes, stress basically tells the body to cease hair growth. Okay, so if you're stressed out and you know you're stressed out, come on, what stresses us out? I could say the typical stuff like bills and all that, but just your mental clarity or the lack thereof is going to cause you stress. Not being able to sleep. If I even say that word sleep, it seems like people sleep on this page. I don't know. So I'm gonna stop saying sleep. But yeah, I mean the lack of rest, guys, it does make you to stress out. Not eating correctly. What is not eating correctly? That is relative. What's good for me may not be good for you. Like I couldn't tell somebody whom I didn't know to stop eating meat because I don't know their situation. So diet is relative, but yes, not getting your correct nutrition for your body, for your lifestyle, for what you do on a daily basis can cause your hair to fall out. I mean, it is what it is. Um, Thyroid problems, okay? Thyroid causes issues with hair. That's the first thing that happens, guys. I'm gonna ask admin to actually plug in my site. If you're looking for a one-on-one on any topic that I'm talking about today, please go to the site and sign up. But yeah, if there's anybody who's dealing with alopecia, let me know so you can ask your questions too during this video as well. And then you'll have something in the middle of your head. Okay? Sometimes alopecia happens here. You'll see some men like that. They'll have hair everywhere else. It may be thinning, but they'll have a nice gaping place right in the middle of their head. Men in and of themselves, they stress out. They also have a lot of what? Testosterone. Okay, and then when they get testosterone and then they have estrogen and all of that mixing in, it tells their hair to thin. Okay, so yes, hormonal problems can cause alopecia. Okay, having hormones that is not balanced will cause alopecia. Are you guys hearing me? Please go to the heart buttons and let me know that you can hear me. Okay? Go ahead and tap those hearts. But that's what it is. So there's regular alopecia, then there's alopecia areata. Okay? The way I learned this in school is area. Okay, areata, area. That's basically saying that you have alopecia in a certain area. So a lot of people start saying that they start to lose their edges. Losing your edges is very, very toxic to the mind. When you start losing the edges, you start losing everything, right? You start losing your confidence. You're not able to wear your ponytails and your braids. I read this on somebody's blog that they was like, oh, they have alopecia. They're not able to wear their braids anymore. They're not able to wear their ponytails. And I felt like when I read that, I felt like they didn't understand that those hairstyles is probably what gave them alopecia areata, which is basically having hair loss in a certain place that is usually brought on by tension. So when you guys start to, okay. So when you guys get the braids, right? Can you give me some of my blonde hair? Where is that hair? I'm going to do a demonstration really quick. of how the hair starts to come out when y'all start doing braids. Okay? This is to all of my braiders. It's behind the headboard. Oh. Okay. So when you get your braids, y'all, this is one thing you want to do or don't want to do. You tell your braider to leave your edges alone. Let's talk about the difference between your edge hair and the rest of your hair. So the edges is called, the technical term for the edge hair or your arm hair, like your forearm hair. Thank you. Um, or your eyelashes. It is. Oh, this isn't open. I don't have
Oh,
any
you have
open.
one that's open?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
It's called vellus hair, okay? And that's VELUS, something like that, vellus hair, which is peach fuzz hair. So, and it's basically hair that doesn't grow. It's hair that's supposed to be left alone. So that's why your eyelashes, when they fall out, they stay out for a while. When you keep getting your eyebrows done, your eyebrows will start growing back thinner, or they may stop growing. It's because you are manipulating. That's another one that's not open.
It's not open either?
No, I have one that's open. Okay, that hair really does. Oh, I have it in here, babe. I'm sorry. That hair does not grow back. So anything that doesn't grow back, like your teeth, like we get two sets of teeth, right? Okay, so once that, those teeth fall out, your second set, you don't get any more. So you have to take care of your teeth, okay? But yeah, same thing with your hair, your edges, okay? That does not grow back as fast. That's why they call them baby hairs. Baby hairs, you're just supposed to just leave them alone, slick them down, put some gel on it. Back in the day, we used to have like little curly cues. That's what we did. We didn't do a whole bunch without baby hair. You know. Um. So when you guys are getting these braids, right? Let's see. This is the hair. This is actually the hair I put in my hair, y'all. So because I don't color my hair anymore, I said if I want color, I will just buy it in hair form because I didn't want my hair to thin. And we're going to talk about that too, and how color and how that can increase your chances of hair loss. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type them up. But yeah, you're supposed to just leave them alone. So when you go ahead and you take this hair, this is just for demonstration purposes only. Okay. Okay, so what they do is, how does this look? What they do is this, right? They're going to go ahead and they're going to pull this hair. This is what they're doing because y'all want them braids to last forever, right? And they do this and they pulling. And look at this. Now this, of course, this is a mannequin, but your hair, see how straight it is, and that's pulling. I know it's very painful. Why? Because this hair is actually attached to nerves. And once you're not able to feel that anymore, that means basically you have scar tissue. That means some things are happening, girlfriend. And more than likely your hair is not going to grow back because the scar tissue is going to basically block any hair from penetrating the follicle. I think that's how it works, okay? So you don't want them to do that, okay? Because I remember I got braids as a child, and those braiders, they tied my hair or braid my hair so tight. When I got home, it just said, boop, it popped right on out. So imagine that popping out everywhere. Only thing on your edges, these edges do not grow back as fast or as thick. Your body is smart. So if it's causing you any kind of pain, anything that's causing you pain or discomfort, your body is going to build up what they would call inflammation. It will build up inflammation to protect you. And so that in and of itself it's going to tell your body to go ahead and put inflammation here. So when you're feeling that puffiness and that pain and all of that, that's your body trying to help you to deal with it. But in actuality, it's causing your hair to fall out. So that's what's going on. And so the first thing you want to do is you want to tell your braiders to leave your edges alone. Okay. Some people will take a clipper and just, take the edges down a little bit. That way they don't have that kind of temptation to get all of that braided in. But tell them to leave that alone. Okay. And just, slick your own little edges and keep it moving. Another thing that causes it, when you guys do protective styles, I'm an old school stylist, guys, so I don't know if you guys are still using that term protective styles. That's what happened when, the natural hair came into business or whatever. They call it protective styles. And I used to say, well, it doesn't really protect anything. Okay, it really doesn't. What it does is encourage you to, number one, have tight hairstyles in for a long time. The second reason is because it encourages you not to shampoo your hair, which brings me into another reason why you start to lose your hair, and they're calling it alopecia. And it's not, all cases are not necessarily alopecia. There are things that you can use and do to encourage your hair to grow back. I am actually going to ask my admin to actually supply us with the drops so you guys can actually go and purchase them. There's actually some drops out here that you can actually start putting on your scalp area to encourage the hair to grow back. But not shampooing your hair is going to, number one, it is going to build up. Build up on the scalp is anti-hair growth. Okay? Build up on the scalp is anti-hair growth. Okay? And I would tell you why. When you're putting all of that oil, okay, so these are the drops here, right? This is not the drops. This is an example, guys. But these are the drops, or this is anything that you're placing on the scalp. So we have glands called sebaceous glands, right? If I see a question up there, I'm going to get my husband to read it. So we're going to come back to that, but let me finish this, okay? So you have sebaceous glands that basically help your hair to naturally be oily. So you really don't have to grease your scalp, okay, if you are functioning well. And the way that you get your sebaceous glands going is exercising, okay, and drinking water. Okay, so if you have dry scalp, you're basically dehydrated and your body isn't working correctly. Okay, so instead of putting a whole bunch of grease and blue magic and all of that on your scalp, just try to get your scalp to activate its own sebaceous glands. Like, God really made our bodies to really be self-sufficient. We don't need a whole bunch of external stuff. But these things are to help, but it's not to cure. All right, so when you have your sebaceous glands rolling, then you put the product on top, and then you're not shampooing your hair, this is going to encourage your hair not to grow. You're going to have, that's what, when you start itching and you're like, oh, my hair is dirty, that's just basically your scalp needing that skin that leaves your hair every day. Because remember, we do slough off skin cells every day. Okay? So when you're keeping in this protective style, you're not shampooing your hair every day, or sorry, every week or every 2 weeks. You're building up months upon months of all of this nasty skin that should have been sloughed off. And then that's when you take the braids out and you're like, oh my gosh, my hair is not growing. When all in all you really needed to do is shampoo your hair. But by the time you shampoo your hair after 3 months, you've incurred some type of hair damage because of all of that extra stuff that's on your scalp needs to come off, but you're not doing that, and it's blocking, it's causing bacteria buildup. That's another thing, guys. Bacteria buildup will block your hair from growing. Okay, I'm gonna let my husband read the question that the young lady had. And, all right.
You ready? Okay. If your hair is still thick but short in spots, is that alopecia?
I'm gonna say it's a hair issue, but if it's short in other areas, that's going to be more of a trimming issue, I would say. I don't know your hair, I don't know you, so I can't say what it is. But if you're breaking off at the ends, more than likely it's because your ends are not being maintained or maintenance. correctly. And so, no, I wouldn't consider that alopecia. Okay. Now, if you guys need a one-on-one, and if you have any kind of issues with your scalp or issues with your hair, I am a senior cosmetologist, and I would love to do a one-on-one with you. Everything's virtual, so go ahead and you can actually go and get you a one-on-one so we can get that hair together. I can suggest what you can do to take to your actual hairstylist, or I can actually train you to start to maintain your hair in between going to the hair salon. So let's get into the shampooing situation, okay? Shampooing is very serious, all right? Whatever's on the ends of your hair came from your scalp. Most times, okay? So if your scalp is not clean, the rest of your hair is not going to be clean because everything is going to start to wear on your hair. So if you have your hair and it's heavy, or you can't have a style in it, or nothing, curls aren't lasting, it just means your hair has too much what? Build up. And yes, build up on the scalp, not the hair, but build up on the scalp and the hair, yes, because it's going to make your hair extra heavy. And if your hair is heavy, guess what's going to happen? It's going to start wearing at these little things right here. This hair, your hair shaft being heavy is going to wear around your scalp area, and it's going to cause your hair to grow. I'm sorry, to fall out. And so you're going to think that something's wrong when it's actual that you're not shampooing your hair correctly. We got another question.
Okay. Okay. I feel like people that have alopecia and people.
Okay, hold on. I want you to peruse that
Okay,
first and then reword it.
oh
Okay,
wow. Okay.
reword it. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let me know when you're ready. So let's talk about the different shampoos, shall we? You guys ready for that? Go ahead and hit those heart buttons. All right. So there's all shampoo is not created equal. Okay. You have what is it? Detox shampoo. And we have a great detox shampoo, guys. I'm going to actually put that up for you guys to purchase. You can purchase that right off my site. It's a detoxing shampoo. All right.
Okay.
And, oh, you got it? Okay. Husband got it. What?
Okay. I feel like people who have hair loss because they wore glue-ins or weaves, I think that's what it's saying. They feel like they have alopecia when it wasn't alopecia.
Okay, she's absolutely correct. It's just like being misdiagnosed. Like if you go into you go into your physician, you're feeling terrible, you might have a cough, you may have issues, and all of a sudden they may say, "Oh, you have this," when you really didn't. Sometimes like the young lady said, it could just been because of a certain hairstyle. That if you actually take the hairstyle out, give your scalp a rest, your hair could be um, start growing again. If you have straight up alopecia, you kind of will know because you won't see any kind of hair follicles. You won't see any shading. You won't see any darkness. You won't see any of that. It would just be like basically, I don't know if you guys ever seen a burn victim or a keloid rather. If you see a keloid, it's very smooth. And so if you look at your scalp and you see that it's smooth, it's shiny, it's absolutely no type of pores in it for anything to come out, then yes, that is straight up alopecia. All right, so let's go back and talk about the shampooing. So you have your detoxing shampoo. You're welcome. You have your detoxing shampoo, you have your hydrating shampoos, and things like that. Now, hydrating shampoo is going to moisturize the hair. It's not necessarily going to strip the hair of all of the debris, all of the oils that it picks up over those 2 to 3 weeks that you guys go from shampooing your hair, but it's going to basically replace the moisture back from you detoxing it. Detoxing shampoo is like another word of clarifying shampoo. It just depends on what type of community you're in. It's a different name, but it pretty much does the same. But the detoxing shampoo that I would suggest for you guys to get, of course, are professional products that is open to everyone to purchase them. And basically that is going to help your hair to basically get rid of everything. I have locks. I use a detoxing shampoo for my locks because, of course, locks is hair that doesn't shed. And so over time, people with locks, and that's if somebody actually is watching who wants locks or has them, it's beneficial for you to shampoo your locks every 2 weeks because after a while, your hair is going to start to thin around your perimeter and your hair. And yes, people with locks do get alopecia due to the heaviness of the lock. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna do your detoxing shampoo first. You're gonna make sure, and you'll feel it. Like you don't know your hair is heavy until you get that nice little detoxing shampoo. Like if you go to the salon and you when you get up from that bowl, your hair will feel much lighter if the hairstylist did it correctly. Of course, I'm old school. I don't know who you guys are going to today, because I heard that a lot of people don't even shampoo the hair anymore. And the shampooing process is the most important process because it's preparing the scalp to get, it's preparing your scalp and it's preparing your hair to be styled again. So if you're going and getting your hair done and your weaves or whatever you're getting and you didn't shampoo your hair correctly, you're going to basically take that weave out to a whole mess that could have been, prevented had you been shampooed and conditioned and trimmed before you got that protective style. So yeah, remember when you strip the hair, you have to return it. Okay. All right. So if you strip the hair of everything, all the good, all the bad, all the indifferent, then you're going to go ahead and place uh, the moisturizing shampoo back on to soften the hair and return the moisture. Okay? So yeah, shampooing or lack thereof will cause alopecia, guys. Does anybody have any questions so far? So let's talk about the hairstyles that encourages it. Okay? Of course, braids, of course, weaves. Okay, back in the day, they used to leave the perimeter out. People actually had hair where you can blend your hair with the weaves. But the weaves and the wigs have been misused because people are not going to people who are, if not licensed, at least trained in some type of hair care. We kind of forgot our own hair because we're going to put the other hair on. We're going to put the extensions in and you forget about your hair. And forgetting about your hair is forgetting about your health. A lot of women, unfortunately, you guys are getting the glues and all of that, and your hairstylist or whomever is doing your hair is not letting you know when your alopecia is small. It always starts off small. It never starts off big. Over time of constant misuse of your hair is going to cause that alopecia to get worse or that hair loss to get worse until it's a full-blown medical condition. Okay, we have a question.
Okay, yep. Moisturizing deposits on the hair as opposed to fully cleansing it. Okay, let's see what else.
We got some hairstylists in here. Guys, if you're looking to get more reach or get more clients in your area, please join my, what's it called? I have so many websites. Hairstylistdirectory.com. Okay, hairstylistdirectory.com. Get your profile, get your picture up there so we can share you on here because there's a lot of people on this page that love hair and that will love to get their hairstyles, done correctly and professionally. So we know it's a lot of hairstylists on here. So please make sure that you join. As well as we're also looking for hairstylists to actually do presentations like I'm doing now, live presentations. If you are interested, please inbox the page because, I think we want to go and have that up and running again. You have to be professional. You have to, talk well. You can't play music. You have to respect yourself and others and things like that. But yes, we are looking for people who are not shy and who can actually do presentations either with real people or even mannequins. It doesn't matter. Look, if you're a stylist who is licensed, we start off on mannequins. And so it's nothing wrong with doing presentation on mannequins, just in case people may not want to be on camera. So we are open to that as well. So let's go ahead and talk about how you can get hair loss with color. Well, look, I'm not here to tell you color is bad. Okay, but it's not the best for everyone. If you have any kind of autoimmune issues, or if you have any kind of like hypertension, if you have diabetes, all of that, color may not be the best because with the medications and the stress of the body, that color can tend to make your hair even thinner because a lot of people who have autoimmune issues, the first thing that is attacked is their hair. Okay, and so you don't want to do things that's going to encourage more damage. And so yeah, if you look at the ingredients in your color, and all of that is getting into your bloodstream. which causes issues internally. I'm also a holistic practitioner, guys, so all around just health. So yeah, we're not going to do that. You shouldn't do that. So your hair starts to break off. Like if you notice, like when you get color, okay, and you don't return the color and all of that, or you don't keep up on the color, you'll start to see the color start to grow out, but then your hair is not getting longer. And that's because your ends are tattered. They're not well at all. So getting trims are very serious. Like this mannequin, this needs a whole, like if this was a real person, I would say, baby, you need a haircut. This is I guess nothing I can do with this but cut it. It's just one of those things. And so when you don't have your proper trims, which you should be getting your trims every 4 to 6 weeks, your hair will start to break off from the ends. So you'll go through your hair. I've seen clients where I'll go through their hair and it looks like their hair is already kind of like in a haircut because your hair will actually break off in different areas. A lot of us, we do not cover our hair at night. You need to cover your hair in a nice silk bonnet. I got some silk bonnets on there as well that you can go ahead and purchase, and we'll share that with you as well. But yeah, you can get silk bonnets. And the reason why you have silk is because you don't want cotton on your hair, because cotton is going to absorb all of your natural moisture in your hair, and it'll help it to break off. I used to, when I was young, I used to sleep in bandanas. Luckily, it didn't break my hair off. That's that grace. But later on, when I got into the hair game, I found out, no, you're not supposed to put bandana straight on your hair. No wonder when I would wake up, the bandana would be full of grease. And I didn't use grease. It just basically sucked up everything in my hair. So yeah, you want to put silk on there. Silk is slippery. Silk is not going to break your hair off. Silk is not going to absorb as much moisture off of your hair strands. Okay, so yeah, that's important that you do that. Keep up on your trims. Keep up on your shampooing as well. Oh, husband, for me to be discouraged, how did I do?
Oh, you did awesome. Awesome demonstration.
I love hair, right?
I do. Uh-huh.
I love hair. I love the hair game.
Mm-hmm.
I just love health.
You love health.
I love beauty. I love everything about
beauty. Yes.
I really do.
Yes.
And I love to share what I know with people.
Yes, and that is what it is.
And that's, when you have...
You want to share what you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that felt very, very promising.
Yes.
It really did.
Awesome. Guys, thank you so much. Guys, make sure you share this video out. Put the reactions up, the thumbs up. Show some love, guys.
If they have any questions, you can go ahead and type them up. Anybody else say anything? What else was it? I mean, you gave me a new flow today. Okay, guys, make sure you get those hair drops. If your guys are interested in me telling you how to use those drops on here, just say, can you go over how to use the drops? I would love to tell you guys. Because a lot of people, what you do is you get like these different products, and I know everywhere has them. Like everywhere has these hair drops. But I'm going to be real with you. The hair drops is just going to deal with the superficial problems. But as internally, and that's why I encourage people to get a one-on-one with me, if you really want things to correct themselves, you have to deal with whatever you're dealing with from an internal space. And we can heal our body internally without getting surgeries and stuff like that. And I don't know if people know that. Right?
I don't think they know that. Yeah, you can.
You don't have to, like, everything doesn't necessarily have to be like surgery or medicine. Sometimes, like, I started doing my little health regimen, and I started. My husband's gonna do my hair. You're gonna do my hair now, right?
I'll do your hair.
Okay. Just give me a seat.
Okay.
I think this will be a great time to do it.
Okay.
So I don't have to do another video. You guys want to see my husband do my hair while we talk about hair? But yeah, I noticed like my hair started growing more first and foremost after I've changed my diet. My hair just.
See the comb?
Oh no, I have the stuff here.
Oh, okay.
And the comb is all over there.
Okay.
Hair is circulation. So if you are a person who doesn't move around, you don't exercise, you don't drink water, you don't take supplements, um, you'll have some hair problems. I need your seat. Oh, when oh, I still have to straighten this hair up here. But okay, nobody said they wanted to hear it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't know if they said it and I missed it. So the way you're gonna use the drop, first and foremost, before you use any kind of hair care system, you want to make sure your scalp is cleansed. Do not put any type of hair care system that says that it is going to help you to grow hair. You don't want to put that oil on a dirty scalp or soiled scalp. I gotta get your chair so I can sit down.
Okay. I'm still looking for the phone.
It's inside the glue. I mean the gel.
Oh, okay. All right. So
we're gonna sit over here, right?
Yeah. You want that chair, or
no? I need something.
You want this one?
Okay. I'm gonna put it up for me. And so I roughly do my hair every 2 weeks, like 2 weeks, and oh,
Okay.
I guess I don't know where it should be.
In front of you. To the
In
side
front?
of you. To the side of you. Towards the mirror.
To the side.
Hey guys,
so
what's going on?
You too?
Yeah. To the side. Towards the
what?
mirror. Hey.
Oh, like this.
Yes. Hey.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. So.
All right. Scoot forward, please. There we go. All right. All right. Hey guys, what's going on?
You need my water bottle.
All right. Look at all this full hair. Look at this. All right. So, you want me to spray the hair? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's behind you.
Okay. Is this it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So.
Okay. So the way you're gonna do it, baby.
Oh, she's gonna tell me how to do it.
Is you're gonna take no, you're gonna do it from the bottom.
From the bottom
to the
up.
top. So
okay.
I have my thing.
Okay, hold on.
You know I'm like a professional, right?
Yeah, she's
You can't do look. That's why hairstylists look. That's why hair. You want to do it? That's why hairstylist hair is never done because you don't have time to do your own, nor do you want to sit in anyone else's chair because you'll feel like nobody else can do your hair like you can do it.
Very particular.
Yeah, but put it in a bun so it's not gonna hang down and be in your way.
But what if I wanted to hang down in your face?
It's not. No.
I thought it would be nice on camera. I'm
not trying to show off for these people. I really thought you was gonna do my hair.
Oh, see, she is really pumped about this. Okay.
Don't make it too tight now.
Don't make it too tight? Yeah. So you think one more would be too tight? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, don't make it tight.
How's that?
Bring it down.
Is that too tight? Okay.
You acting silly, babe.
Okay.
You know I'm meticulous.
I know.
Watch out, man. You heavy-handed.
All right. Are you good? You good? Okay. All right. That's good. All right. Let's see here.
Oh, does this thing lock?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah, but I actually wanted to scoot you forward. There we go. How you guys doing?
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you gonna man the comments? Yeah,
They ain't commenting.
it's been a while since you've had an Andrew lock maintenance. Let's see here.
Y'all are hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we when it comes to him doing my hair, we very rarely see eye to eye. I
Uh-huh.
do not want
Be
that
careful.
perfection.
Be careful. Be
I
careful.
do not want
What?
that perfection.
What?
I do not.
I just
Because
want
the
to make
thing
sure.
about it, no,
I just want to make sure the hair's
no,
in the lock. That's all.
no,
I want the hair
no.
to
Because
be in the
look,
lock, Tim.
no. Because the
What?
way
Huh?
he does hair,
What?
he would cause me alopecia. That's why he don't get up in my head. I don't
Is that
allow
why
him
you want me to do this video?
I, I'm telling the truth. Cause we used to do hair together in our hair salon back in the day, and
Uh-huh.
everybody loved sitting in his chair because he was
Mm-hmm.
meticulous and he would make sure that people's scalps were showing. And I wasn't like that. I was a speedy, and I'm gonna make sure my stuff isn't tight, but you're gonna have your hair in 10 years. With him, he wants to make my hair thin. Oh, it'll look good, but then I ain't gonna have no hair. So if it's mesh back there and all that, that's cool.
I will
Look,
take it.
I still got hair. Look at this.
You do.
Look
Your
at
hair
it.
is nice and
Look.
full.
Look at that hair.
Look
Look at all
at all
that
the
hair.
fullness. Yes,
Look, that's
yes.
my perimeter hair.
Yeah.
Cause see,
Very.
I wouldn't have all that perimeter hair if I let my husband do it every day.
Can you just be easy and let me do your hair?
Don't cause me pain.
I will try. It will not be painful. I will try to be easy.
Ain't nobody gonna see the back of my head.
It's tough doing hair when stylists, guys.
I'm sorry, babe. But
yeah.
the lady had said we hilarious, and I had to keep it real. Like we don't see eye to eye, and then you pulled my lock, and that was it.
Okay. I'm taking it easy. I'm taking it easy. You have so much new growth because you do not want to put the hair in the lock.
She said, "I'm a beautician. We are the hardest clients in
Yes.
business."
Oh.
I mean, I don't mean no harm. I know you'll love me regardless. But if I had thin hair, what would you do?
Okay, I got one. All right.
What would you do
what
if
would
I
I do
had
if you had thin hair?
First of all, you would tell me to freaking cut my hair.
I would tell you to wear a weave. Let me stop.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah,
you know I don't like no weave. I was talking to somebody yesterday, and she said, "Oh, I know you don't like wigs or weaves or anything like that. You more of a natural girl, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm natural. I like wigs. I mean, I like it for other people, but I don't like it for myself." Okay, because it's not about what I like. It's about what people paying for. And I know a lot of people wear wigs and stuff. I'm old school. I am old school. But, I mean...
How does this feel? Is this... You okay?
I'll let you know if it's too tight.
Okay. All right, I'm being gentle.
I'll let you know.
You know, I like to have the hair in the lock. You know? I don't like to see all this new growth.
I like new growth. I don't need my hair. I like new
growth. Your hair is growing,
I like
right?
fairness. I like my hair to look organic. I don't want my hair to look all nice and pristine because I won't have hair in 5 years. That's just how it works. People want their hair to look perfect. And then they mad when the hair ain't there no more. Oh, I want my hair to last for about 3 months. But they ain't gonna have no hair like that.
But why are they paying you if it don't? You know, if it's they don't want it to be frizzy.
Right, they want the hairstyle to last, but they don't want their hair to last. How that work? See, in my chair, you're gonna have hair in years. Okay? And besides, well, how do I make money with your hair lasting for 3 months? And then once you lose your hair, what's gonna happen? All you're gonna do is slap a wig on from the beauty store.
And then you lost.
How do I make money off of people who don't have healthy hair? I mean, really, if hairstylists understood that, then maybe you would have a long-lasting client. Don't let these clients come in your chair and rule your chair. If it's not healthy for their hair, don't put it on there. Because all they're going to do is going to blame you and say you took their hair out.
See, you got some.
See, that's the problem. Nobody's licensed anymore. Nobody has any kind of respect for the craft of hair. That's why I got out of it.
You got some hair within the lock that I want to take out, but I don't want to cause pain on the client. So,
Oh, first and foremost,
what,
you're
huh?
supposed to
What?
stretch the hair first.
Oh yeah, you did
Because
give
the
me some
hair
spritz.
stretches 50% more when it is wet, and that's it. And don't
This is
and
on
don't do
on
it
our
straight on
page,
my
guys.
scalp either.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna feel that.
Okay. It's okay.
You know that stuff
All right.
cold.
All right. So a distance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to spray it at a distance? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Ah.
Yeah. That's a spritzer.
Uh-huh.
Come on now.
Okay. You guys can get that on our page. It's in the description. It's right there in the chat.
Yeah. So. Oh, so you saying my head is like one of them clients that we don't like?
Ah!
Is that what you trying to say?
I didn't say it.
Okay, so how about this? If I was a real client, how
Yeah.
much would you charge?
Charge? Oh, I charge you.
Straight up.
I would charge you about $80 for this. I would charge you about $80 for this hair.
80?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking more like 125.
125.
That's another reason why I'm not in business anymore, because I wanted what I wanted, and people was like, "Girl, bye." The person down the street will do my hair, but then I seen them 2 years later, they ain't had no hair. That's the trade off. Oh, you gonna pay? Because the thing about it is, people don't understand when you try to save money. Oh, it's gonna come back another way. Trust me. It's either you gonna pay now or pay later. Ain't it right, babe?
Exactly. Either you pay now or you pay later. And I'd rather pay now. I'd rather have a head full of hair.
See what you're doing?
What am I doing? Did that hurt?
See, you over rotate. I'm watching how you're doing it. You getting in your flow, but your flow is gonna lead to alopecia. This is why. I love you dearly. I love you dearly. You're a good hairstylist. Trust me. People will love you. Why? Because it'll be nice and tight. But when they come back, it's gonna thin. Didn't a few of your clients thin over time?
No.
Or they came to you with thin hair?
They came to me with thin hair.
And then you just increased
and I just made it look presentable, you know.
Okay, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can have thin hair and not have hair within the lock. You guys know that, right? Yeah, some of my clients would have thin hair, but their hair wouldn't be within the lock. So I would have all this hair, and I would have to put it in and repot it and resection and all that other crazy stuff.
It would take him 2 hours to do somebody's hair to my 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you were fast.
And they ain't like it either. That's too fast.
It's like, what did I pay for?
Because that was the thing about it is I wanted to get them in and out. I remember that lady? Uh-huh. She called us 3 weeks later talking about her hair didn't last as long.
Yes.
With me versus you.
She was mad.
And wanted to come in and get a free maintenance. I said, girl, well,
it's not how Andrew does it.
They used to try to play games against us, because we were married and stuff like that. We were married at the time.
You still married? What's he talking about?
Yeah, we were married and stuff. We married, and they tried to. Women are slick. Women are something else. And I used to tell him, I said, watch out for women. Women are sneaky. I trust him. I don't trust them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I swear they like your Darren chair. They liked your shampoos, and they would all that. They like,
gosh.
Oh, they was like, oh, this is gonna be good. They just looked at his manly hands and said, oh. Remember that lady who was all in the darn thing? It was like an Herbal Essence commercial, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, she was making all kinds of crazy sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason. I hadn't even touched her. I hadn't even put water. All I did was put water to her hair. No, it was definitely like an Herbal Essence commercial.
She said, "Oh, I know this gonna be good."
Oh gosh, it was terrible. And this woman had to be.
I said, "Don't worry, Angie.
Almost
she
old enough to be my mother.
Man touching years. Just let it go." But she didn't get another invite back.
No, she didn't. That was it.
Thank God for cell phones and what was our little app we used to?
Oh, we blocked it.
Oh, Mr. Number.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Mr. Number. Oh my gosh, they probably still got Mr. Number out there.
Oh, but it's not the same. Yeah.
Oh no, Mr. Number was a trifling act. At one time,
Oh,
you could put. Thank you guys for that stars.
thank you guys.
You could put people on hang up,
Oh, that was so awesome. That was so cool.
but
They would pick
it
it
would
up.
hang up on you. Like
Yeah,
it would pick it up, and they could hear people like talking in
in
the
the
background. They're
background.
like, boop, boop.
Ah!
So they updated that now. It don't do that. It just send them straight to voicemail. But we used to
Uh,
love Mr. Number.
they ruined the app
Yes,
when
we
they did that.
did. We were petty. I had no business being in business using Mr. Number. I mean, really, I was
And
just
that would make
against
them even.
myself.
They would be so mad.
I would take everything personal. Like if I didn't, like if you gave me a bad time, that's why I was like, it take you over 5 years to become a professional. Like I really do feel like hairstylists, we need some type of um, what is it, training dealing with the public. Because a lot of people who have issues with their hair, they also have mental issues.
This is the tough side, right
You
here.
get what I
Yeah.
told you? I don't care, and I'm actually trying to perform so
Okay.
these people
Okay.
can watch.
Okay. All right. Keep
So
going.
understand that.
Okay. All right. All right. What were you saying?
I forgot.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, people who have issues with
Mental
their
issues.
hair have
Yeah.
mental
Uh huh.
issues, and I ain't got no mental issues. I mean, everybody got mental issues, but some people's mental issues might be more unbearable than others. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And so, like I just feel like people need to take classes in people relations, public relations, before they do public jobs dealing with the public.
I agree.
Yeah, and that's something I didn't have. I had on the job training. I was literally learning as I go because hair school literally only teaches you the
The
basics,
mechanics and everything. Yeah.
just so you can what pass the test. You know what I mean? That's all that they do. They don't do any um, you know, public relations. They don't help you to learn how to budget your money or how to keep your clients. A lot of hairstylists burn through a lot of people, don't they?
They do. Uh huh.
You think people are plentiful, right? No, they're not. If you get customers, you have to value your customer. You have to do your baby. What are you doing?
Ah,
What are you doing?
I am trying to twist the hair.
I don't have to be perfect. You know I gotta keep my hand. I gotta do this. You do know I'm doing a job.
I do.
So I'm trying to keep my hair okay, but I still have to communicate to the video so they'll watch.
Okay. All right. I will. I will try to
So
slow
if
down a
I'm
little bit.
moving my hair, I
Uh-huh.
mean, if I'm moving my hair, I do apologize. But
Okay.
I'm a gesture girl.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You you doing this for me, right?
Yes.
So you got to work with me, right?
Okay. All right. All right. We good?
We good.
We good. All right.
Okay. Okay. So Miss Zamisha says, so tell us how you keep your scalp and hair moisturized. I don't like my hair tight either. Why should I tell you that? You ain't give no stars. You didn't ask me in a nice way. See, this is why I said that you need people relations. I don't have people relations. Like if somebody just told me to do something for them and they ain't asked me nice, they ain't say hello, how you doing or nothing. See how I got up in my feelings?
Oh yeah.
This is my public relations person right here. So what would have been a nicer way to respond back to that young lady?
Well, first of all, she identified with you. She said, "You know what? I don't like my hair to be perfect either. I don't want my hair to be all tight."
Well,
So
what that got to do with moisturizing your hair? They ain't got jack to do. It's like she said that, and then she just threw me that, and I'm supposed to catch it and just be glad and all that. See, God got me where I'm supposed to be, which is right here.
guys, if you want to do a one-on-one, just tap the link right there and join
Yeah,
us.
like I
It could
mean,
be hair
you
related.
think
It
I'm
could be
on here
scalp
just to
related.
be on here? She definitely not gonna buy from me because of my attitude. And the thing about it is, that's the thing. I do have an attitude, and my attitude is this: I want respect all the time. Is that realistic? Especially
Well,
not on social media.
oh no, 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 no,
That is not
that's not
realistic.
realistic.
I was not trained in customer service. That's another thing hairstylists is not trained in. Customer service.
Oh yeah.
Don't you know, like hairstylists, we're customer service, we're quality control. People say we're therapists. I don't think we're therapists. I don't give a darn what your baby daddy doing. I really don't care. We're supposed to be hair care specialists. We're supposed to be money managers. We're supposed to learn how to get clientele. You know how many hairstyles are shy?
So many.
And shy people don't make money.
No.
So there's so many things that are lacking. Another thing is after you met a new client, you need to learn how to get their information. That's why you get you go to the consultation first. What do you need to do during a consultation or a meeting? Because a lot of people don't like that word consultation.
I know, so you got to rename it. Yeah.
What should you do on the first meeting of a new
First.
client?
First hair
Babe,
meeting.
what should you do?
Oh, well,
Help these young girls out here, young men, young people out here, because
okay.
we've been there, we've been through it, and we kind of on the other side of it, and so we can kind of tell them
Okay.
some
Well,
things they can do.
when you first meet a client, number one, it was called a consultation, back when we did it. It's called a consultation, and basically you want to get to know the client.
Mm-hmm.
And believe me, you want to do that. Because that's when you get to find out their lifestyle, the condition of their hair, a little bit of their personality, what would make them happy, what won't make them happy. Oh, yeah.
That's the thing. Like I went to
You want to do a consultation. You don't want to just jump in and then next thing you know they're not happy. You don't want to do that.
I went to one of the best hair schools in the area that where I'm at, or where I am. And one thing the professor said was, don't rush back to the bowl. And the bowl would be the shampoo bowl. You want to sit down your client. You have to understand, like the client has a very stressful day. That's why I like to do like midday hair. I did not like to do night hair because
thank you guys for the support. You guys are awesome.
yes, because the people who are at night, they're stressed out from work. They had to they had to go through rush hour. And so one thing that I like is for them to sit down, get themselves together, and then I start because I'm a firm believer that doing hair is very personal. So when you're touching and you're communicating in a physical way like that, energies kind of transfer. And so that goes both ways. Like if you are tired as a hairstylist, and hairstylists
always tired.
These tips actually go across the board no matter what business you're in. Okay? That's the one thing about hairstyling. Pretty much business in general pretty much kind of transfers no matter what type of business you're in. Just like if you're just doing regular consultations with people, you want them to sit down. That's probably why you sit in the doctor's office for like 30 minutes before you're seen because they want to calm you down. You know? Am I correct?
No, they do.
Yeah. So you want to calm them down. If you are into like giving refreshments and things like that, give them some water, get them to settle down. Magazines, let them just calm. And then you ask them questions. You know you go through the whole gamut of their hair issues, their health issues. Key thing: are they on any medications? Because they'll think that you're thinning their hair out when it's actually their conditions that they're dealing with privately that you don't know about. Like it's certain wellness concerns that you don't do relaxers with. Like if someone has diabetes, especially if they're older.
Do we have anybody who's a diabetic on here? Type it up. It's okay. What were you saying?
Yeah, diabetes leads to, especially the medications. Some of the medications, it doesn't work well with people, and it thins their hair out. And so they'll think that you're thinning their hair out, when in actuality, it's maybe the chemicals that are doing it, or the chemicals and their medications mixing that could be doing it. And so I was taught in my day of doing hairstyling and being a student at the time that we are actually doctors of hair. And so whatever you're doing, you should be the utmost professional at what you do. I don't care what you do. I don't care if you are what is it called? A ditch digger. Be the best ditch digger that you're going to be.
Really?
Do all the research on how you can become the best ditch digger. How do you do it? How do you not break your back while doing it? That's just how I was taught to be the best at whatever you're doing. If you are answering phones, you want to be the best person who answers the phones.
Hello, you're on there.
You know what I mean? And so when you're doing hair, you should always be learning and things like that. Always be doing your research and learning how to be basically a steward. I mean, really, a lot of hairstylists over the time, and I think it's because we work on adrenaline, we get kind of and about we,
Yeah.
I say
Uh-huh.
as a family of hairstylists, I just say we, but that's, I don't think this was my problem of being cocky, but sometimes you can be cocky because you're like, hey, I went to school for this, I'm licensed for this,
Those are all.
um
Those are
I
all
know of what I speak.
accolades.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're just a steward. You're
Mhm.
just a person who is supposed to do someone's hair. You have to kind of earn the next part of it, as saying that you're a professional, that they trust you with their hair. Because you have to understand, a lot of people have sat in chairs that were not the best, and their hair fell out, and
Mhm.
they've had horror
Oh.
stories. They just didn't tell you. But
Oh yeah, exactly. Like you've had, we had one client that said, "Oh, I paid a good amount of money for my hair, but the service wasn't the best. Like, how do I know that the service is going to be good? Oh my goodness, there's a huge trust factor in here,
yeah,
or lack thereof,
yeah,
because of bad experiences.
yeah. It's just like a relationship. A lot of us, we kind of, okay, this is going to be a part two to this, guys.
It is.